can't even express how challenging it is to get yourself out of your own dark days. I'm not even in my deathbed yet. I'm not even that old yet, but it haunts me. It haunts me when I think about, oh, I don't want to have regrets in my life. Honestly, we have no choice but to face our fears and to overcome obstacles because no one's gonna do it for us except ourselves. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's vlog, it's a little bit different. We're doing a sit-down vlog, and the reason why I wanted to bring these types of videos to my channel is because these are also the types of videos that I love to watch on YouTube that made a big impact on my life. So for today's topic, we're going to be talking about why it's never too late to pursue your dreams or your passion. So the first thing that I wanted to mention is that life doesn't have an expiration date. It is an ongoing adventure that offers us opportunities to grow, to learn, and to reinvent ourselves. We need to embrace the idea that every moment that we have is a chance to explore what we like, what we don't like, and to create a life that truly resonates with us. Honestly, now that I think about it, it's super silly because there were a lot of times that I felt that I was too old to do something. I remember when I was around 17, 18 years old and I wanted to take ballet classes, but I thought that it's way too late. You know, starting ballet, you need to be 5 years old, 4 years old, but instead of kind of embracing that limiting belief, I took the leap and I started to take ballet classes at 18 years old, and I took those classes for about 2 to 3 years. Those years of taking ballet classes honestly changed my life, not just with my dance career, but also with self-discipline and truly doing something with confidence, even though I had self-doubts, even though I was telling myself that I was too old. And I'm here to tell you that no, you are definitely not too old to go after something that you really want to do. Society often dictates a narrow definition of success, but I believe it's never too late to redefine it on your own terms. So back when I was living in my small hometown, I knew that I wanted a certain life for myself, but I just didn't know how I was going to achieve the career that I wanted, the city that I wanted to live in, and of course, doing dance alongside everything that I wanted to pursue. But fast forward a few years later, and I'm proud to say that I stuck to my dreams, I stuck to my goals, my vision, even though they were quite crazy and even though I didn't know how to get there. I think it's really amazing when you have a certain dedication. You won't let anything get in the way of that, and you won't let any situation throw you off or let you give up. Of course, there were so many challenges, so many roadblocks, but it doesn't mean that you're going to completely throw your dream away just because it doesn't happen in the first couple of years that you're thinking of, and that's absolutely normal. No one lives a perfect life. We're all dealing with things, even if on social media you see that your best friend or a certain artist is living the life of their dreams. You have to know how much struggle and sweat and tears they went through to get to where they're at. Nothing is gonna get handed to you. And if there's one thing that you're gonna take away from this video, it's this. Unless you're born super lucky or you're born with really rich privilege, then if that's a different story for you, good for you. But I'm talking about an average person who wasn't really born into that privilege, and they really have to work through to get to where they want to be. Some of you may be wondering, where do I start? Or how do I know which passion to go after? And I think one good way to start is to go back to what you love to do as a child. So I want to use myself for an example. Ever since I was a child, I knew that I loved dancing, I loved talking to people, or just talking a lot in general. And I was always very kikai or maarte as a little girl, and that's always the way it's been. Like, even if I ask my mom or my relatives, they're all gonna say the same thing. You can actually learn a lot about yourself just talking to your mom or your dad, or relatives who have known you as a little kid, and they can tell you about what you love to do or your characteristics, your personal traits. You know, whether you were very stubborn like me, I was very hard-headed. You know, if I wanted something, I knew that I was gonna get it, or I would not stop until I got what I wanted. And you can call that spoiled, you can call that, I don't know, stubborn, but I just knew that it was dedication. Your personal journey is going to challenge you to step out of your comfort zone. Honestly, we have no choice but to face our fears and to overcome obstacles because no one's gonna do it for us except ourselves. And along the way, you evolve as a person, becoming more resilient, more adaptable, and of course, more self-aware. There is really no time frame for our personal growth, for our personal development. I can't even express how challenging it is to get yourself out of your own dark days. Not all the time we're going to be able to give our 100%. And that applies to everything. That applies to work, that applies to personal relationships, and that also applies to ourselves. There are days where you're going to be giving 90% of your energy, and there will be days where you're going to be giving only 10%. But that's okay. As long as you show up every day, as long as you're taking care of yourself. And you guys already probably know this and you hear it all the time. But again, I'm here to remind you that it's okay. It's okay that you don't really know where you're heading to right now. It's okay that you don't really know a 100% clear path. But as long as you are giving that chance to yourself to give new opportunities, to try new things, because it's what you deserve. It's never too late to choose yourself, to prioritize yourself, and of course, to make sure that you're doing things that make you happy. There will be some sacrifices that you will have to make, and for sure, I've made some sacrifices, but you have to zoom out and look at the bigger picture and ask yourself, what is worth it and what is not? What will my future self be proud of, and what will my future self benefit from the most? Ask for help. It's okay to ask help from your friends, from your family. This is something I'm still learning because I'm very independent. I like doing things my own way, and I usually don't ask help as much as possible because I feel like, I'm disturbing them, and I feel like everyone is going through their own struggles and I don't want to add to it. But honestly, there will be some people who will be there to help you, who will love to help you. So you just need to find those people and not take them for granted. And lastly, regret is a heavy burden to carry. I honestly think about this a lot. When I'm in my deathbed, hopefully when I'm like 80 years old, 90 years old, will I look back to when I'm in my 20s or 30s and regret what I didn't go for, and regret the choices that I made, or regret the dreams I didn't pursue? I'm not even in my deathbed yet. I'm not even that old yet, but it haunts me. It haunts me when I think about, I don't want to have regrets in my life. I don't want to regret wasting my youth. I don't want to regret not listening to myself, not listening to my intuition, my gut feelings. And by pursuing your dreams, you eliminate all those what ifs. I want for myself, just as much as I want for you, to have that satisfaction that you gave your dreams a chance, that you gave yourself a chance to do what you love and to do what makes you happy. So even if you are a little older or you just think you're old, go out there and inspire others and make them look at you and think, hey, she did it or he did it at the age 30, at the age 40, at the age 25. That means I can do it too. That means I can go after what I want. You never truly know who's silently supporting you, who's silently cheering you on. So aside from doing it for yourself, do it for them. Do it for the people who are looking up to you. And don't mind what the others are thinking. And don't mind if they're judging you. So what? They're probably not happy with their lives anyway. But really, people who are bringing you down are usually the ones who are jealous or insecure. So ignore them. Okay, cover your ears, close your eyes, focus on yourself. You got this, I got this, we got this, okay? So that is it for today's video. Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm gonna have a hard time editing this because I talked so much about everything. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye!